Hi there, I hope you are all okay today. It is Saturday the 14th of February, which obviously means it is Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I hope you've all got a little bit of a nice surprise today. And if you have been proposed to, well, congratulations. And I think Cupid really must be in the air today, because if you live in the UK, you will probably know what I'm talking about, because every single day apparently this year it has rained and we have had grey skies and it's just been miserable. But today we have got the sun out, we've got blue skies. It's not been very warm, but you know, you just get dressed up and it just feels absolutely fabulous. We've even seen, well, I've seen absolutely loads of aeroplanes flying about all over, and it just really gives a real boost to, I think, to your mood. It just gives you them, what's it called, dopamines and all of that jazz. So I'm hoping that this may be a break in the weather and it's going to start, you know, really coming good as we move in towards spring. So because it stopped raining today, we've decided to go and have a drive out. So me and David's gone to a little market town called Chesterfield, which is in Derbyshire. And we've not been to Chesterfield for in excess of 10-12 years. It's been a long time since we've been. But it's been really nice to go back to somewhere where we've been before, to see what it looks like now and the changes that they've made. And so there's obviously things that we still recognise from when we last went, but we've also seen a lot of changes as well, and it does look really nice. And there was a little market on, and that's another thing about Chesterfield, it's got a little market there. So one of the things I did notice is they don't seem to have a lot of charity shops in Chesterfield, but we did come across an Oxfam, and David spotted this cushion, and as you can see, it's sort of like got squares on it, and it's a mixture of muted greens and a few blues, and it's plain green on the back. So this should look absolutely fine with all the other ones that I've got in the conservatory. So I'm going to take the cover off and just give it a wash. But do you know what? Normally when you buy something from a charity shop, you get that charity shop smell, but this doesn't smell at all. But I'll still give it a quick wash, and that was £1.99. And when you spend that sort of money, you don't mind, you know, if in a few months you get fed up and you give it away at that price, you can keep buying them and handing them back. So we had a nice walk round, and it was just been nice to feel the sun and have a walk around the market and the shops. And one of the things that Chesterfield is famous for is its church. It has got a crooked spire, and apparently it's something to do with the amount of lead that they used on unsupported timber. So it's got this 45-degree tilt to it. And as we're driving into Chesterfield, you can see the church in the distance. And today, because it's been an absolutely gorgeous blue skies, we've been driving in, that sort of image of the spire with the blue sky behind it just looked absolutely fabulous, to be honest. And another thing that has built up since we've last been there's a couple of little retail parks, and they're all sort of situated next to each other. So you've got the retail parks in a very short walkable distance to the town centre. Because some of the cities, you know, you've got your retail parks in one side of the city and the city centre's miles away. But Chesterfield, luckily, is small enough that they've been able to keep everything together. So it's been a really nice little run out today. And they've got some big names on the retail park, B&M, Home Bargains, Next, that sort of thing. Once we'd been in and around Chesterfield, we've come home and we've had a bit of a walk up to a local charity shop at St Luke's. We just wanted to get out and about as much today with the sun being out. We didn't see anything in St Luke's, so luckily we've managed to save a few pennies from there. because it has stopped raining, we've been able to get out into the garden because I bought the hot air balloon solar panel light thing the other day, and I got the bracket, and the plan was to put the bracket obviously on a fence panel and then hang the hot air balloon from the bracket. But we were walking around garden for about 10 minutes round and round in circles trying to figure out which was the best fence panel for it, but it just didn't seem to look right on any of them, because where the fence panels are and this hot air balloon, we weren't sure whether the sunlight would actually get on it. So for now we've just hung it on a branch on a tree, and the tree is actually in the next door neighbour's garden, which happens to be my sister. So she's going to probably look out of her house and she's going to see this strange object hanging from one of her trees. But hopefully it's going to catch the sun, and later I'm hoping when I look out it'll be lit up. But it says it needs 6 to 8 hours of sunlight, and I'm not sure whether it's going to get that, but we'll see what it looks like anyway. So today I want to try, well, this weekend I want to try and crack on and finish a crochet top that I've started. I started it a couple of weeks ago, and I really want to get it done this weekend and get it out of the way. Once that's done, I've then got this sort of code, which again I bought this from the charity shop a few weeks ago, and I want to try and make a little bag of some sort with that. I've then decided that I'm going to have a bit of a buying ban on wool because I really don't need anything else. I started trying to learn calligraphy a good few weeks ago, and I haven't been able to find the time to do any more practicing. So I'm going to put a stop on the crochet and try and find some time to do the calligraphy. I don't know about anybody else, but sometimes I do question, where does the time go on your days off? Because it just, you know, you wake up in the morning and you think you've got all day ahead of you, but it just runs away with you. So I'm hoping by stopping doing the crochet, I might find some spare time to do a little bit, just an hour or so every now and again, of the calligraphy, and just see if I can get some headway with that. So it's cracking on for about, well, it's nearly 2 o'clock, so my granddaughter will once again, because it's Saturday, will be descending, and I will be doing some more babysitting. But let me know, does anybody else go on days out? Are you someone that likes to go to different places? I just think it's really nice to just have a change of scenery, get out of the house, have a walk, just, you know, when your time's your own and you're not clock watching and there's nobody telling what you want to do and where to go. I just find it's just gives me that real sense of freedom. But let me know, do you do days out? And if so, where'd you go? We like to do market towns, we like to go to cities, we like to go to the coast. Just depends what, you know, what we feel like on any given time that we go. But yeah, let me know what you get up to. Also, let me know, what hobbies do you do? Do you do, you know, different crafting and stuff like that? One of the other things I've kind of starting to get an interest in is maybe gardening, because we've not really spent an awful lot of time and effort in our garden, and I think it's time that we started. So, but it just seems a minefield, gardening. I think that's maybe one of the reasons why I've kept away from it, because it just seems like there's an awful lot to learn. But we'll see. In fact, when we was in Chesterfield in the market, there was a market stall what was selling plants, and some of the plants that this market stall was selling had got big signs on it saying that they was for, what did it say now, idiot proof plants, for, you know, for non-gardeners, that they just needed sticking in either a shady spot or a sunny spot, and you can kind of leave them and that's it. And that's the kind of plants that I would definitely start with, the idiot proof ones. But anyway, I'm going to leave the video here. So like I said, once again, happy Valentine's Day, and congratulations if you have been proposed to. And thanks for watching. I always, always, always appreciate anybody who watches my videos. And if you'd like to subscribe, I would absolutely love to have you. And hopefully I will see you again very soon in the next one. But for now, bye.